Morning everyone, myself Pooja Singh. Here, this is the sedimentary structure part 2. Here I am going to tell you about the sedimentary structures, as I have made already one video regarding the sedimentary structure, where I have told you what is sedimentary structure is and what different types of sedimentary structure, etc. You can see my video in the playlist. um, in this video I will cover the more detailed version of beds, sedimentary structure, but now as the all the sedimentary structure cannot be covered in a single video because the video will be very long, so I will cover few with sedimentary structure in this video. So let's start. So first is your bed. What is bed is actually? Bed is actually a tabular or laminated feature in the field, which is formed under constant physical condition, and it is bounded by two planes which are known as boundary planes. So this is the basic definition of bed. It has to be similar kind of lithology, and it has to be bounded by bounding planes. Otto says that it is also considered as sedimentation unit. It is why it is considered as sedimentation unit. It is not something which is newly created like igneous rock from magma or metamorphic from pre-existing rock, but it is something which is single independently deposited as a sedimentation unit. So that's all about bed. So now coming towards the planar bed, types of planar bedding. So depending upon the internal structure, it is divided into three parts: laminated, graded, and massive. Laminated bed, what is laminated bed is actually laminated bed which forms under short lift condition and is thinner than the bed. Beds are generally form in more constant physical condition, which is more long-lived physical condition, and that's why they are more thicker than the laminated beds. Laminated beds can be formed both by suspension settling and suspension settling and traction transports of sediments. Mm. So it indicates what different types of you can say what kind of environment was there. That is your whether it was formed under very slow environment or very harsh environment. And as the laminated beds are very thinner than the bed, so it is possible that they can be eroded. So the non-toxic environment is very important, where the organisms are not much prominent in the region or in the particular environment, so that it can be preserved, or it will be eroded and it consequently it will not be preserved. So now coming towards the graded bedding. Graded bedding is simply as its name suggests that it grades from one size to another size. That is it from in the bottom it may be finer or coarse depending that whether it is normal or reverse. If it is normal, generally things which are very finer in the bottom in normal graded bedding, and as we move up we can see that it gets coarser. So it is not, that's why as the size changes from finer to coarser, uh, and it indicates a certain different form of clusters of different types of beds, which grades into each other. That's why they known as graded bedding. It forms under generally turbidity condition, with turbidity, which is something which forms at very high angle condition, and which needs a very speedy way of deposition, and something which is very sudden is known as your turbidity currents. um, and graded beddings are formed under turbidity current. Now coming towards the massive beds which do lack internal structure, those are called your massive beds. uh, Now coming towards next slide, that is your bed forms. So what are bed forms? Bed forms are generally those which are found on the surface of the beds, and it is named as ripples, dunes, plain beds, antidunes, chutes, and pool. So they are the structure of bed formed by the interaction of fluid flow and movement of grain, and these all indicate higher flow regime in consecutive direction from ripples to chutes and pools. By this sentence I mean that ripples is something which is formed under very uh, you can say low flow regime, and as the flow regime increases in strength, flow strength is increases, it will form dune, and then plain beds, and then anti-dunes, and then chute and pool. So this is the figure which I have included about the how the different bed forms do get formed as the flow direction, as the flow strength increases. uh, it is divided into two parts: lower flow regime and your upper flow regime. In lower flow regime, ripples, dunes do get formed. You can see here the ripples where the cross laminae are in the direction of the flow direction. That it means as cross laminations are in the direction of flow, the direction it follows the direction of what fluid, and which is smaller than the dunes and antidunes. And the more larger version of ripples is known as dunes. It is forms as more the flow strength increases, and as the flow strength increases, it forms the plain beds, and the more the intensity of the flow, it will reverse the direction of cross lamination in the case of antidunes. And consequently, as the flow strength finally increases, it forms the pool and chute structures. uh, that's all for this diagram. So these bed forms simply indicates the your indication of the flow regime, that is mean flow strength. The flow strength, you can now words explain itself, that flow strength simply from a very quiescence to very higher, very energetic environment. That is your flow strength. So there is a lot to cover about the bed form. I will In the next video I will cover the Husserl storm diagram, and the different how the grains sediment size and flow strength controls the formation of bed form. So that's all for today. If you have not understood anything about the bed, or if you have any question regarding the bed or bed forms, you can ask me in the comment section. uh, and what I have told is very basic to build your foundation about the what is bed and bed form is, and you can easily solve the question regarding the bed and bed forms. As I will cover the more topic. I will make a separate video regarding the previous year questions of competitive examination, so that you can check whether you have understood well or not. So that's all for today. Please like, comment and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.